Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestlers Debate and to my AEW Double or Nothing 2021 predictions. Yeah, these seems to fly around, considering we only ever get 4 AEW pay-per-views a year, I think it is. They seem to fly around, and we've got another one this weekend, and it's a great looking card. Can't wait for it, so let's get straight into it. Starting off with a match for the tag team titles, the Young Bucks versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Now, for me, this is an interesting one. Of course, Moxley and Eddie Kingston, they kind of got a bit of an uneasy alliance, it seems. But, you know, they are looking like they've got a really good relationship at the moment against the Young Bucks, of course. This is a hard way to go, but for me, I can't see Jon Moxley losing twice in a row at a pay-per-view, and especially off the bad ending of last time, I can see them wanting to rewrite the wrongs and go in a different way with the tag team division, so I think we're going to get new champions. I'll say Moxley and Kingston to win. Sting and Darby Allin take on Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in a tag team match. And yeah, for me this is quite an easy one to call. Sting, of course, his first in-ring match back, and Darby Allin, who's just lost the TNT title, so they'll be looking to reheat him. So I think they will get the win. But, you know, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, I think they will go over quite a lot in the loss. They probably will dominate quite a lot of the match, especially Ethan Page, who hasn't really had much time on AEW yet. But moving on to the Stadium Stampede match, the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle, where if Inner Circle lose, they have to disband as a group. And for me, that kind of gives the results away. It's a 50-50 booking this, you could kind of say, really. But yeah, I just can't see the Inner Circle disbanding, and then maybe once this match is done, they can go on to one last match, in which I guess the new group, the one that they want to push, probably the Pinnacle, will go on and win, but I think Inner Circle will get the win here. Moving on then, Miro takes on Lance Archer for the TNT title. For me, this is a hard one. Lance Archer, they always seem to book him in these big matches, but he always seems to end up losing, which, yeah, it kind of feels strange for such a big guy, and I can see it happening again here. Nothing against him, I really like him, but for me, Miro, after the dodgy first year he's had on AEW TV, you kind of don't want him losing again, especially after gaining his title so soon after, so I'll say Miro for the win. Hangman Page takes on Brian Cage at Double or Nothing, and for me this is quite a hard one. Obviously Brian Cage got the win over Hangman Page a few weeks ago on TV, which kind of makes me think Page will get the win here. I can't see him losing twice to Cage, especially as I think by the next AEW pay-per-view it could well be Page who takes on Kenny Omega and possibly takes the title off him. So therefore I think they want to start heating him up here, and I'll say Hangman Page to get the win. But yeah, moving on next is the Casino Battle Royal, and for me this is quite an interesting one. Obviously you kind of got all of the stars who don't have actual matches on the card, so you got Matt Hardy, Dustin Rhodes, Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, those sorts of people. But yeah, I think Christian Cage will get the win here. He hasn't done so much early on in his AEW career, which makes me think he will get a TV match at some point with Kenny Omega. Yeah, as just they start to build him up as a proper star, I'll say Christian Cage. Next up, Anthony Ogogo takes on Cody Rhodes. Now for me this is an interesting one. Ogogo has looked like a right beast ever since he came into AEW, but of course you've got Cody doing all of the patriotism thing and everything like that, which does cast a bit of doubt into your mind. They'll want America to get the win here, you know, but for me I think that is all a bit of a ruse, and I can see Ogogo getting a win here. I just think they've pushed him so hard it would just be stupid to have him lose on his first big match, so therefore I will say Ogogo to get a win. Next up, Hikaru Yoshida takes on Brit Baker for the AEW Women's Championship, and I think now's the time. Shida's held the title for about a year now, I think it is. Now's the time that her time at the top will come to an end, in my opinion. And for me, I think it will be Brit Baker who wins the title here. It just makes sense. She's been so good in the women's division for so long now. It feels just ridiculous to keep on holding off, so therefore I will say Britt Baker to win the title. For next up though, it is the main event, Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Yeah, for me this is an interesting one. Kenny Omega, obviously he's been really good as champion, but for me I was kind of expecting maybe a bigger two stars for the title match, but you know, it is interesting. Pac v Orange Cassidy, I can't see either of these taking the title off Kenny Omega, but yeah, it will be a really, really good match, but I think Kenny Omega will retain. But But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, comments down below, and follow on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.